Hello everyone. In today's lecture, I'll discuss types of ecosystem. Ecosystem. By nature, it can be a natural ecosystem or artificial ecosystem. The natural ecosystem is a community of living and non-living organisms where each component interacts together as a unit through biological, physical and chemical processes. The distinctiveness of natural ecosystem is that they are purely natural and their formations are not in any way influenced by human activity. In other hand, we have artificial ecosystem. Artificial ecosystem is a human-made system of plants, animals and people living in an area together with their surroundings. Such kind of ecosystems consist zoo, parks, botanical gardens, and create a type of artificial ecosystem by placing animals in human-made areas similar to their natural habitats. Ecosystem. As you can see on the canvas, there are a variety of ecosystems from terrestrial to marine and providing habitat to all kind of biodiversity. Terrestrial ecosystems further categorized in four categories: forest ecosystem, desert ecosystem, grassland ecosystem and mountain ecosystem. Whereas aquatic ecosystems are categorized as marine ecosystem and freshwater ecosystem. As you can see on the canvas, we have four types of terrestrial ecosystem named forest ecosystem, desert ecosystem, grassland ecosystem and mountain ecosystem. I'll briefly discuss all these four categories of terrestrial ecosystem. Desert ecosystem. These kind of ecosystems are located in regions that receive an annual rainfall less than 25 centimeters. They occupy about 17% of all the land on our planet and face extremely high temperature, low water availability and intense sunlight. Because of that, the fauna and flora, or say animals and plant species, are scarce and poorly developed. In case of plants, their stems and leaves are modified in order to conserve water. For an example, succulents such as the spiny leaf cacti. While the animals adapted to the desert conditions or xeric conditions, animal of deserts includes the camel, desert tortoise and monitor lizard. Saw-scaled viper, sand boa, great Indian bustard, Indian vulture, etc. Forest ecosystem. Forest ecosystem is a large and complex ecological system in which trees are the dominant life form, hence has greater species diversity. A forest ecosystem is a functional unit or a system which comprises of soil, trees, insects, animals, birds and man as its interacting units. An ecosystem refers to a functional unit of nature in which living organisms interact among themselves as well as with the surrounding physical environment. So ecologists look at the entire biosphere as a global ecosystem. Besides, the forest ecosystem is a part of terrestrial ecosystem. Structural features of the forest ecosystem. The two main structural features of a forest ecosystems are identified, one of which is a species composition. It refers to the identification and numeration of the plant and animal species of a forest ecosystem. Whereas second one is stratification. It refers to the vertical distribution of different species which occupy different levels in the forest ecosystem. And every organism occupies a place in an ecosystem on the basis of source of nutrition. For example, in a forest ecosystem, trees occupy the top level, shrubs occupy the second, and the herbs and grasses occupy the bottom levels. Forest ecosystem services. Forests are well known to provide a lot of services, few of which are goods such as timber, food, fuel and byproducts which we obtain from forest. Ecological functions such as carbon storage, nutrient cycling, water and air purification. And lastly, maintenance of wildlife habitat. So the primary challenge for sustainable forest management is finding ways to continue to benefit from ecological services without compromising the forest's ability to provide those services. Carbon sinks and sequestration. As forests are well known as a larger terrestrial carbon dioxide sink. Depending on their characteristics and local circumstances, forests can play different roles in the carbon cycle, from net emitters to net sinks of carbon. Forest sequesters carbon by capturing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and transforming it into biomass through photosynthesis process. Sequestered carbon is then accumulated in the form of biomass, dead wood, litter, and in forest soils. Release of carbon from forest ecosystems results from natural processes such as respiration and oxidation, as well as deliberate or unintended results of human activities like harvesting, fires, or deforestation. Grassland ecosystem. This kind of ecosystems are located in tropical and temperate regions of the world. The main vegetation includes grasses, plants with a little number of trees and shrubs. A lot of grazing animals inhabit a grassland habitat. The two main kinds of grassland ecosystems are situated worldwide. Savanna. The tropical grasslands are dry seasonally and have few individual trees. They support a large number of predators and grazers. Prairies. It is temperate grassland completely devoid of large shrubs and trees. Prairies could be categorized as mixed grass, tall grass and short grass prairies. Mixed grass, tall grass and short grass prairies. In India, Terai Dar, savanna and grassland is a narrow lowland ecoregion at the base of the Himalayas, about 25 kilometers wide and a continuation of the Gangetic Plain. The world's tallest grasslands are found in this ecoregion, which are the most threatened and rare worldwide. Shola grassland. Sholas are a local name for patches of stunted tropical mountain forest found in valleys amid rolling grasslands in the higher mountain regions of South India. The animal community of grasslands consists particularly for Shola grasslands, that is Nilgiri Thar, which is endemic to this region, and Nilgiri Langur. These grasslands are managed for a variety of purposes, including forage, fish and wildlife, timber, water, and recreation resources. While national grasslands are valued for the basic goods, they also deliver other important services that are often perceived to be free and limitless. And these services consist: dispose seeds, mitigate drought and floods, cycle and move nutrients, detoxify and decompose waste, control agriculture waste, maintain biodiversity, generate and preserve soils, and renew their fertility, contribute to climate stability. Mountain ecosystem. Mountain environments have different climates from the surrounding lowlands, and hence the vegetation differs as well. Mountain land provides us scattered and diverse habitats where a large number of animals and plants can be found. At the higher altitudes, the harsh environmental conditions normally prevail, and only the treeless alpine vegetation can survive. The animals that live there have thick fur coats for prevention from cold and hibernation in the winter months. Lower slopes are commonly covered with coniferous forest. At high altitude, the elusive and previously endangered snow leopard is the main predator. Its prey includes endemic bharal, or say Himalayan blue sheep, Himalayan moose deer, Himalayan thar, takin, Himalayan seru, and Himalayan goral.